The Night Visitor, a psychological horror story that builds to a chilling point of no return. A shadow in the light. It was exactly midnight. Layla sat on her couch, sipping herbal tea and half watching the flickering TV screen. She suddenly noticed that the usual streetlight glow through her window had dimmed. She looked up. Something tall was blocking the light, a human-like shadow, but far taller than any person she'd ever seen. And it wasn't moving. 1 minute passed, then 2. Then just as suddenly as it appeared, the shadow vanished. The glass groans. The next night, just as she was about to sleep, Layla heard scraping sounds on her window pane. She approached cautiously. No one was there. But the next morning, she noticed something terrifying. 4 long claw-like scratches etched into the glass, as if fingernails had been slowly dragged across it in the middle of the night. Horror caught on camera. Determined to catch proof, Layla set up her phone to record the window overnight. In the morning, she played the video. At 3:12 a.m., a very tall, human-shaped shadow appeared at the window. Its face was blurred and shapeless, but somehow it was staring directly into the camera. The image flickered violently. Then the phone froze. The rest of the recording was black, with nothing but labored breathing. The knocking begins. At 3 a.m. the next night, Layla was startled by soft knocking on her front door. She crept closer. She saw a long, dark shadow beneath the door, far longer than any human could cast. 3 knocks. Then silence. Whispering walls. By the 5th night, sleep had abandoned her completely. As she wandered her apartment, she began to hear whispers, coming from the walls. They started as soft murmurs, then grew clearer. "Open. I'm near. Look behind you." The intruder inside. At 3 a.m., she woke up to the stench of rot. Her window, which she'd locked, was wide open. Something felt wrong. She turned her head slowly, and there it was. The visitor stood inside her bedroom, in the corner, a towering, faceless figure, made of black, swirling smoke. She grabbed her flashlight, and just like that, he vanished. Mirror distortion. The next morning, Layla leaned into the bathroom mirror to wash her face. But in the reflection, the visitor was standing behind her. She screamed and turned. No one there. But when she looked back into the mirror, her reflection wasn't looking at her anymore. It was staring behind her in terror, written in steam. After her shower that evening, steam fogged the mirror, and slowly, letters began to appear, drawn by an invisible finger. "I'm very close." Then, a long, wet handprint emerged next to it, and vanished moments later. No way out. The visitor. Silent, motionless, too tall to be human, staring at her, without eyes. She ran back upstairs. Her apartment door, once locked, was wide open. Inside, every mirror was fogged over. The end. He's inside now. That night, all the lights went out at once. Silence. Then, a breath at her ear. A slow, raspy inhale. Then, a voice, in her own tone, whispered, "I'm here." She didn't dare turn, but she felt it, cold, long fingers brushing the side of her neck. The next day, the neighbors reported a loud, horrific scream around 3 a.m. Police arrived to find the door unlocked. The apartment was empty. Ending. The night visitor doesn't knock twice. He only waits until you call him. The end.